First impression, very, very light. You can feel the club head coming through very nice. The shaft is very responsive. Felt very, very forgiving when you hit the ball. Just so you know, I'm not sponsored by any brand, and these reviews are completely unbiased. My name is Jim Miller. I'm a golf expert for Creative Golf. I've served over 2,500 golfers in the past year, and I'm here today to talk to you about the new Cobra LTDx. This club was designed for those who are, again, mid-handicappers. It comes in 4 different stiffness: the extra stiff, regular, and then a senior.
And my first impressions are, it looks a lot like last year's version of the Cobra Rad Speed. There are some things I like about it aesthetically, which are this carbon fiber crown. It's matte, so it's not shiny, not very reflective. I do like that. I like these little tiny ribbings at the top. It almost looks like an alignment aid. It does continue to have the technology that they call the hot face and the milled face. Unlike the Rad Speed, the milling doesn't go over the top leading edge. So aesthetically, it's a little bit more pleasing at address than the previous model. The bottom has this kind of glossy carbon fiber sole. It's got this standout kind of gold weight, and that weight is in the back to help promote forgiveness and stability when you hit. But they're also putting some weights up here in the power core up front closer to the face, and that's to reduce spin to help increase distance. So I have to say that when I swung this ball and hit the ball, I didn't feel a positive sense of impact. I could see the ball travel out in the air, but I didn't feel as if I was being rewarded for hitting it well. And when I mishit it, I felt like I was being punished. You can really get that negative feedback, but without having that positive reinforcement when you hit it well, it just wasn't that pleasing. So I'm a little confused about this club right off the initial hits. There's a lot of technology in this club that can help a lot of players, but for me, the feeling at impact just wasn't satisfying enough. This is the most forgiving version in this lineup because it has the weight in the back. They have lower spin options, which are less forgiving. But this is the most complete head in this lineup. So I think that this is gonna help a lot of mid to high level handicappers gain some distance, perhaps have some forgiveness, but I'm just not certain everyone's gonna love the feel. In this lineup, you do have the ability to adjust the hosel to different lofts. We don't have a lot of adjustability and movable weights, but you can in fact change the hosel for different lofts. This was stated at 10.5. You could turn it up or turn it down for your needs. I think this club is gonna be helpful to beginners. I think it's gonna be helpful to people who have been playing. Perhaps not the most skilled or the fastest swing speed players. I think that this is gonna help a lot of people get what they need from their driver a little bit more confidently, but I don't necessarily think it's a game changer for anyone.
If you're an elite player, you're probably not going to look at this particular club. It's designed more for those who have slower swing speeds. It's lighter weight. The higher handicappers are going to love this golf club because the way the ball just comes off and it flies, and one of the things that I'm just so impressed about with Cobra is their desire to create drivers that are distance carrying, because as we know, as we get older, we tend to lose distance, and this club is all about distance.
This is the Cobra LTD MAX X driver. This is different the regular LTD driver because it has a draw biased weight here in the heel. And what that does is it helps people who have a tendency to come across the face and put that cut or side spin that makes it fade or go right. This weight helps close the face at impact, imparting some topspin, which should give you a draw. So this is a correcting club for people who really struggle a lot with the slice or the fade. This should help you stay more straight and within reason in the fairway as well. So Cobra says that their hot face has multiple points throughout the face where if you mishit it, not in the center, but on any of these other multiple points, up to 15 points, that it can self-correct and be forgiving and still keep you in the fairway while maintaining high ball speeds. That is true and it isn't. For me in testing, I felt like if I mishit this, I felt punished and I didn't get so much the correcting ball flight. I did see this ball spin quite a bit and I just didn't feel as confident with it. But I do know that other testers did enjoy this club.
This is going to be really appealing to those who might have a tendency to fade the ball or to cut the ball or to even slice the ball because of the draw bias to it. It is a club that was designed exactly for this. This club is going to have low spin, it's going to have a mid ball flight, and it's going to have a draw bias to it. So if you like that draw and you like to see the rollout of a particular shot, you're going to like that. One of the things that I really like about what Cobra's done, the matte finish here is beautiful as opposed to the rad speed that came out that had kind of this sparkly on the top of it. I like this matte finish. This is built for probably handicappers who are 15 and above. You're going to like this. Seniors are going to really like this particular golf club if they have slow swing speeds and 85 to less, because you're going to get that draw effect. And as we know that when you hit a draw, the ball's going to roll out for you a little bit further. Like the front, the face of it. It looks, and again, the sound coming off this is really, really crisp. So if you like that crisp sound, you're going to like this golf club.
I think people who are going to benefit from this club could be beginners. A lot of beginners have a tendency to fade the ball or cut the ball to the right. This is an anti-right club. I think people who want perhaps a little bit more straight drive will benefit from this, but it's certainly not designed for people who like to go left and right. This is an anti-right club. So if you like to work it both ways, this isn't the club for you. But it is a game improvement club. It's got a big face and it's got the carbon fiber top, which means that they can put weight lower, giving it a more stable frame at impact. And it's definitely going to help a lot of people because there are so many of us out there who cut and slice the ball to the right. In this Cobra LTD MAX X driver, it looks very similar to the other drivers in this lineup. Now, Cobra does offer them in other colors such as blue. It's definitely different than the rad speed that they had in the past. So I do like their color changes. I do like it aesthetically more. It looks similar, but it is a little bit more subtle, which I find more appealing. If you'd like to talk to me about getting into this club or other options, go ahead and check out my profile on Curated.com or click the link below in the description. And if you like this video and want more content, please hit subscribe.